Hi, Romans here and welcome to another music review. I review every album from a viewpoint of a musician, as I'm a singer, songwriter and a bass player for my own group Jakobay. And last year we have released our debut album called Pursuits in Life. What makes it unique is that it's a pretty heavy prog rock without guitars. Instead you have drums, bass, saxophone and keyboards. You can check out two of our music videos on my YouTube channel. We're building our own monument and Fake the New Kind of Beauty, and also a studio live take of A Way to Oppose. In the description of all these videos you will find all the information about where is the record available. It's available on all digital platforms like Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, iTunes, Amazon, Bandcamp, but also in this digipack version of a CD with a very beautifully illustrated 20 pages long booklet. So in case you want one, all you need to do is contact me via an email, on Facebook, on Instagram, or you can get one through Bandcamp. And today I'm going to review the new album from Tom Keifer, Rise.
Music review. Music review.
Tom Keifer is best known as the frontman, the lead singer, one of the guitar players, and the lead songwriter behind one of the most successful bands in the 80s, Cinderella. Cinderella were a hard rock band that was combining rock with blues and country, and they were really great at that. I would say that there weren't really many bands that came close to how great they were, and I still consider their first three albums to be among the best I've ever heard in rock music. I'm a huge fan of this band. And also Tom Keifer has quite a story in his life. You know, Cinderella were really successful in the 80s. They were selling out millions of records, and then in the early 90s, just one night, he simply stopped being able to sing. And eventually it turned out to be a vocal paralysis. So one of his vocal cords got paralyzed, and even though Cinderella released their fourth album in 1994, it took him 19 years of numerous surgeries, of visiting different doctors, and of learning how to sing again. 19 years is a long time, but in 2013 he had a sort of a comeback when he released his debut solo album called The Way Life Goes. And I was so happy to see him back on his feet and be able to sing again. And it's just such an inspirational story because it has a happy end. And it just shows that when there's a will, there's a way. And on Friday the 13th, Tom released the follow-up to his debut solo album, and this new album is called Rise. As of now, I've heard it 6 times, so let's dive right into the review. The album opens up with the track Touching the Divine, and that slide guitar at the beginning in the form of an intro is preparing you for a pretty big ride you're about to take. Tom's vocals on the album are just spot on. He sounds amazing, and he's this very specific and very unique bluesy singer, but he's got that raspiness to his voice that's immediately recognizable, and I dare to say he sounds as good on this album as he ever had. There are some female backing vocals here, and this is pretty much blues rock done right. The second track on the album, The Death of Me, immediately brings the debut album from Cinderella Night Songs, and especially the title track, To Mind. This is a great song, and I absolutely love, and not just with this song but with many songs on this album, how much old school and modern at the same time it sounds. There's this badass riff, and especially towards the end of the song there's just one hell of a headbanging moment. This song also has a great music video that I encourage you to check out. Waiting on the Demons is an acoustic bluesy song with a bit of a country, kind of reminiscent of Heartbreak Station record from Cinderella. Tom really excels not only at high notes but also at the lower register. He just sounds great. I do have to draw a little criticism towards this song though, and that is that it's very reminiscent of the song What's Up from Four Non-Blondes. If you listen to the song, and I'm sure you know the song that I'm talking about, you can sing the song into the chords progressions, so there's quite a similarity, but it's a pretty solid song nevertheless. Hype is another fantastic track with such a badass riff. I just love this track, I love his screams, and this is pretty much the heaviest he's ever been. Untitled has this great bluesy riff with a slide guitar, and I like that despite the fact that it's a blues rock song, it sounds so serious and dark, not something you get to hear very often. Also, that piano riff towards the end of the song is amazing. I mean, who would have thought of that? Rise is a solid piano-based blues pop song. Then we have some more old-school traditional rock and roll songs, like for example All Amped Up. This is like a pure raw rock and roll. I really love it. Breaking Down is slightly more laid-back, bluesy song with some soul-y vocals, and also Life Was Here, another rock and roll track with a brilliant vocal performance. Taste for the Pain is one of my favorite moments on the album. It's a very beautiful piano-based ballad that is up there with the best ballads from Cinderella, in my opinion. Got a taste for the pain. The final track on the album, You Believe in Me, is a very simple track that is based just on one acoustic guitar, and it's a very chilling song, kind of a perfect fit for the autumn that we can see outside, and it's a very intimate ending of the album. Honestly, I didn't go into this record expecting much. Hell, I didn't even know this record was coming out. I think it was a bit under-promoted. I was checking out, I think it was Loudwire, all the records that were about to come out, and I saw Tom Keifer. I was like, whoa, Tom Keifer is about to release a new album and I know nothing about it. But this is such a unique album because of what I said earlier, that how up-to-date but old school and analog at the same time it sounds. This is one of the best albums I've heard this year, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna end up on my best of list at the end of the year. If you are a fan of Cinderella, this is a no-brainer. If you have never listened to them, then do yourself a favor and listen to Cinderella and his solo albums, because in my opinion Tom Keifer is just one of the best songwriters in the rock music, one of the best singers, especially in that blues rock territory. He's a very unique personality, and even his life story just makes all of this so much more impactful. There's a positive message. If you try hard enough, you will succeed at whatever you want. Have you heard this album already? You can let me know in the comment section below. Whether you agreed or disagreed with me, you can let me know how well does it compare to his previous solo album, also how well does it compare to the Cinderella stuff. You can follow me on Facebook or on Instagram. You can find the links to both in the description of this video below. If you like this review, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. You can check out my own original music, my live performances, my worst to best series, and a lot of other reviews as well. Thanks a lot for watching.